And welcome back everyone to the land of extreme. It has been a long time, but we are finally here. We have a bit of a depleted roster tonight due to travel conditions. Only half the roster has actually made it to tonight's edition of ECW, including Paul Heyman, who was due to have a huge announcement regarding the ECW World Title situation. But on behalf of Paul Heyman, I will be announcing what is going to be going on with that championship later on in the evening, and the main event signed by Paul Heyman prior. It is going to be RVD Sabu in an Extreme Rules match. But not only have we got that match, we have got lots more in store for you viewers tonight, including a phenomenal match to kick off tonight's edition of ECW. As you can see, it's going to be Jericho Mysterio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Oh, turn around Ray. Jericho with a big clothesline, sneak up on Mysterio, but the referee is in the ring. After all, this is ECW. There is never any disqualification here on the land of extreme. Referee in the ring. The bell has rung. We are underway. 2 out of 3 falls. Jericho, Mysterio. Now choking the life out of Mysterio. But Mysterio quickly to his feet on the ropes. What a move by Mysterio, that bulldog. Jericho quickly to his feet, but Ray again. Nice reversal. Irish whip. Leapfrog. Oh, but Jericho, the cunning veteran with that big snap round neck breaker, taking Ray down again. Jericho going to be going for his famous double arm backbreaker, not to beat Mysterio again with the counter. Jericho with the counter. Wow, what a match. This has been only seconds in. Again, another counter. Jericho going to the top rope. What is Y2J going to be looking for? Y2J with a brand new look this week here on ECW, by the way. He's got rid of his trademark long hair. Got rid of his trademark long trunks. This is a new Chris Jericho. A Chris Jericho with a brand new attitude. And he is aiming to make a hell of an impact here on ECW, but Mysterio is not going to be easy to overcome. Do not forget, guys, how this match came about. If we go back to bragging rights now, roughly 1 month ago, it was Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero. We know the history between these two men. They pretty much bowed it out this entire universe mode, month after month. Those two guys continued to feud, but it all came to an end back at bragging rights. We had a loser leaves town match. Jericho Guerrero, as we know, Chris Jericho coming out on top. Eddie Guerrero forced to leave the WWF, and Jericho the survivor of that feud. But do not forget, Eddie Guerrero and Mysterio have a lot of history. Eddie is Mysterio's best friend, so on last week's edition of ECW, Mysterio issuing the challenge to Y2J for this week, which Y2J has obviously gladly accepted, and that is exactly how this match has come about. And I've got a huge announcement from Paul Heyman. Again, just to reiterate, Paul Heyman was scheduled to be here tonight, but due to weather conditions and due to travel problems, Paul Heyman and half of the ECW roster are not available here tonight. Hence, me doing Paul Heyman's announcement on behalf of him. But coming up, the Survivor Series, despite that event being a Raw and SmackDown event, Paul Heyman and Vince McMahon have come to an agreement, and Survivor Series will feature ECW talent. Not only will the Dudley Boys defend the ECW Tag Team titles against the Hardy Boys. Oh, and as I'm saying that, oh, Mysterio gets the first fall. Mysterio getting a pin on Y2J. Mysterio 1-0 up on Jericho. But as I was saying, at Survivor Series, it is going to be a traditional Survivor Series tag team match, 3-on-3 elimination style. It is going to be Team Mysterio versus Team Jericho. What a match that one is going to be. And that match coming up, Survivor Series, roughly 1 week away. But back into this action, Mysterio Jericho. Remember, Mysterio currently 1 pinfall up on Y2J, and he just hits his signature. 619 going for the trademark. But no, Jericho, the mid-air code breaker. What a moment by Jericho. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, from nowhere, Jericho, that code breaker. This match now tied 1 apiece. We go into our final 4. What a great way to kick off ECW this week. What a fantastic match. We are seeing Jericho and Mysterio, 2 very technical guys with huge ability in the ring. Mysterio into another cover. But again, Y2J kicking out. This one, definitely fast-paced. Arguably one of the best matches we have seen on ECW this year. Mysterio into the cover again. Only 1 count, Jericho over the top, but no, only 1 count for Jericho. These 2 men back to their feet, Rhyno being sent into the corner. Ray in no man's land. Oh, and the Tree of Woe. Jericho. Oh, that big delayed drop kick to the skull of Mysterio. Jericho clearly feeling it. If Jericho can get a victory here, that is going to give Jericho some huge momentum going into Survivor Series when it's going to be Team Mysterio versus Team Jericho. Who will the other members be of those teams? We do not know yet. Definitely stay tuned to that as this episode continues. Jericho on the apron, going top rope now. Oh, twisting forearm smash, taking Ray down. Jericho again, signaling to the crowd. You can hear the crowd all over Y2J tonight. Oh, misses the code breaker. Ray sending Y2J onto the apron. Again, a big drop kick. Jericho down to the mat. Ray doing an ECW moment off the rope and over the other rope, but no, Jericho out of the way. Jericho, quick like cat, ducks the dive by Mysterio. And in just a matter of seconds, this match turning on its head. Mysterio now, from being in control, is in a lot of trouble as Jericho continues to go to work on the former World and Cruiserweight Champion. Both men now, slowly but surely, back into the ring. Jericho in firm control. Y2J has got a vicious side, and we are seeing it here tonight. Oh, powerbomb with a float over. 1, 2. Oh, so close to a 3 count. Jericho so close to the victory, but the brave Mysterio hanging in there. Do not forget the pre-match attack by Y2J on Mysterio. Mysterio has tried his best, but he's not quite managed to overcome that pre-match attack so far, despite getting the first fall. And now Jericho looking to end it with the walls of Jericho. Can Ray get to the ropes? Oh, he doesn't need to. Leg strength by Ray. Out of the walls of Jericho, off the ropes. Jericho back to his feet, but walking straight into a Hurricanrana by Rey Mysterio. A great head scissor takedown there by Ray. And now Ray feeling it. The momentum on the side of Rey Mysterio. That big DDT crashing the skull of Jericho down onto the mat. Ray on the outside of the ring now. Leg drop off the springboard. Signature Rey Mysterio. And Ray's feeling it. Calling for it for the 3rd time in this contest. He connected once, missed once, and it looks like he's going to be connecting again. Here we go. Rhyme-me, 619 me. Ray going to the top rope, going for the frog splash, but no, Jericho out of the way. Ray misses the frog splash, and just like that, Jericho back in control. Walls of Jericho locked in for the 2nd or 3rd time. Ray's escaped the previous attempts, but can Ray escape this time? It's not looking good for Mysterio. Is he going to tap? Oh, and a brave effort by Mysterio, but in the end, no choice but to tap. Chris Jericho has defeated Rey Mysterio here on ECW. That is going to give Jericho some huge momentum going into Survivor Series next Sunday. It is going to be Team Mysterio versus Team Jericho in a traditional Survivor Series matchup. What a match that is going to be, but that match coming up next Sunday. but plenty more still to come tonight, including the next match. 2 ECW originals. It is going to be Rhyno versus the Sandman. And guys, what a run Rhyno has been on the last month or two. If we go back to the ECW exclusive pay-per-view, ECW Hardcore Reunion, Rhyno was not booked to be in that pay-per-view, but a couple of times backstage we saw Rhyno showing his disapproval to the owner of ECW, Paul Heyman. And then during Jerry Lynn's TV title match versus Kevin Steen, Rhyno coming out, getting involved, and we know the history between Rhyno and Jerry Lynn, and for some reason or another that feud reignited with Rhyno attacking Jerry Lynn before his scheduled TV title defense. That attack leading Jerry Lynn to lose his TV championship, but not only did Jerry Lynn lose his championship, after the match Rhyno and Jerry Lynn attacking each other on the stage, Rhyno getting the upper hand with a huge gore off the stage, sending Jerry Lynn from that gore down to the concrete. And ever since that pay-per-view, roughly a month or two ago, we have not seen Jerry Lynn here on Man of Extreme. But then we go forward to last week on ECW. It was a table match, Rhyno versus Tommy Dreamer, a brutal match, one of the best matches of the evening. And who was to win but again the Man Beast with a huge gore through the table. So Rhyno has been on a true amazing run. Can he defeat the Sandman tonight? Sandman going for his signature K, but from nowhere, gore by Rhyno. Decided to not go for the pin though. Sandman, after all, bringing that Singapore cane in, but I bet Sandman is regretting it now. Rhyno with that huge shot to the skull by that Singapore cane onto Sandman. Rhyno now beating the crap out of Sandman. A couple more shots, another big one to the head. Sandman in a lot of trouble. Rhyno again for the second time with that gore into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Rhyno defeating the Sandman. What a great run this has been for the Man Beast. Week after week, Rhyno showing why he is a former ECW champion, and Rhyno doing all he can do to make sure he is going to be in title contention in the coming weeks and months. But what is this? Rhyno doesn't look like he's finished with the Sandman. The Sandman's still on the mat in pain from that gore. Oh, Rhyno going to try and break the leg, but no, Jerry Lynn. As I said before, Rhyno taking out Jerry Lynn 2 months ago. Jerry Lynn finally, after a 2-month hiatus, making his way back to the Land of Extreme. Here we go, Rhyno, Jerry Lynn in the middle of the ECW ring. Oh, and Jerry Lynn getting the upper hand, throwing the Man Beast from the ring, checking on his friend the Sandman, and what a way to end that contest. So I'm sure there is going to be much more between Jerry Lynn and Rhyno as the weeks go on, but we will see where exactly that goes. Now guys, on to the announcement, which was originally supposed to be announced by Paul Heyman himself. As I said, Paul Heyman unable to be here this evening, therefore I'm going to announce Paul Heyman's announcement on behalf of him. So as we know, back at Bragging Rights, RVD losing the ECW Championship in that Champion of Champions matchup, therefore the ECW Championship being vacated. On behalf of Paul Heyman, I now announce we're going to be having a 16-man tournament for the vacant ECW Championship, which is going to begin next week on ECW. And the best part about this is you guys are going to be choosing the 16 competitors. That tournament is going to culminate at the next ECW exclusive pay-per-view, roughly 1 month away. On that pay-per-view, we're going to be having the semi-finals and then the final of that tournament to crown the brand new ECW World Heavyweight Champion. A couple of other announcements now, again due to the fact that half of the ECW roster are stranded in another state due to the weather conditions. Tonight on ECW we were scheduled to have a TV title defense between Kevin Steen and the debuting Austin Aries. That match decided by you guys. Because that match cannot happen this evening, that match is being moved to the Survivor Series pre-show which is going to be going live the day before the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So that is now official. The Survivor Series pre-show, Kevin Steen defends the ECW Television Championship against a debuting Austin Aries. And whilst we're on the subject of Survivor Series, do not forget we're going to be defending the ECW Tag Team titles. It is going to be the champions, the Dudley Boys, defending against the Hardy Boys in a match decided by you, the viewers. So Survivor Series shaping up very nicely indeed, but more on that as the night and the week progresses, because we are here already. It is that time, main event time, and what a main event we have. It is going to be an ECW rivalry resumed tonight. A classic match. Two ECW originals will battle out. The winner of this match will actually face the Big Show for the Hardcore Championship at Survivor Series. We just saw moments ago the handshake between these two men. We know the history between RVD and Sabu. These two men long-time friends. These two men actually former ECW Tag Team Champions. They have also been enemies at times, and that is how we have seen some classic matches between the two. And I'm sure tonight, in the land of Extreme, this RVD Sabu match under Extreme Rules is going to be no different, and we are going to be witnessing an ECW classic. So as I said, the winner of this match is going to be facing the Big Show at the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view for the Big Show's Hardcore Championship. Do not forget the history, or should I say the recent history, and the recent feuds that has developed between the Big Show, RVD and Sabu. If we go back to bragging rights now, as I said before, RVD involved in that Champion of Champions matchup. RVD losing that match due to the NWO interfering on CM Punk's behalf. Notably, the Big Show costing RVD that championship when RVD was about to deliver a 5-star frog splash on a lifeless CM Punk. The Big Show from nowhere attacking RVD, chokeslamming RVD off the turnbuckle through the announcer's table, in turn costing RVD his ECW championship. Also at bragging rights, we witnessed a great hardcore match. It was the hardcore champion at the time, the Big Show, versus Sabu in a fantastic hardcore match. Despite Big Show being a much larger man, somehow, someway, Sabu managed to defeat the 500-pound Extreme Giant, Sabu becoming the brand new hardcore champion. Then we went to last week's edition of ECW, Big Show having his rematch for the hardcore championship. In the end, after a great hardcore match again, Big Show this time defeating Sabu, Big Show again becoming the hardcore champion. So Sabu's hardcore title reign only lasted 4 or 5 days, which obviously Sabu is not particularly happy about. Therefore Sabu is going to be dying to get his hands on the Big Show again, and dying to get another shot at the hardcore championship. And Sabu can get that shot and can get his hands on the Big Show, provided Sabu can defeat RVD tonight. So we've got Sabu looking to face the Big Show, looking for revenge and looking to regain his hardcore championship that he lost last week. And we've got RVD looking to finally get his hands on the Big Show, the man that cost him the ECW championship roughly 1 month ago. Both men won the Big Show badly, but Big Show is only going to be facing one of these guys who is going to go to Survivor Series to face the 500-pound Extreme Giant. Is it going to be RVD? Is it going to be Sabu? We will find out at the end of this match. Currently, Sabu in control. Oh, Shining Wizard to the back of the head of RVD. What a move by Sabu. Both these men former ECW champions, and for good reason. These two men, two of the most extreme competitors we've ever seen. Oh, Sabu showing exactly that big leg drop. Dropping Van Damme's skull first onto that chair, into the cover. RVD kicking out. And now back in control after that big kick to the back of the head of Sabu. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, signature of Van Damme, that big kick. Oh, but Sabu again kicking RVD away. Like I said, these two men, great history of each other. They know each other inside out, former ECW Tag Team Champions. So these two men are well aware of each other's moves and are well aware of the reversals to get out of those moves, which is going to make for an excellent main event tonight on ECW. RVD now on the apron, off the ropes. Oh, misses the splash. Sabu out of the way again, spinning RVD over, picking him back to his feet. Sabu off the ropes this time. Unlike RVD, Sabu connects to that big leg. Keeps rising that steel chair in the ring. This is not going to be good for Van Dam. What is Sabu going for? Oh, a powerbomb of sorts onto that steel chair. Sabu looking towards the heavens. Going to be looking to hit another devastating move, it looks like. Oh, can he hit it? No, RVD out of it. Great move by RVD into the reverse DDT. And now RVD's turn. This is not going to be good for the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu. Oh, face and chest down to that steel chair. These two men putting their bodies on the line. They want to face the Big Show at Survivor Series so bad. And we just saw a monkey flip. RVD onto Sabu. This is classic ECW, classic RVD. Oh, but Sabu again, nice reversal. Irish whip. Chair in hand and a big chair shot to the cranium of Van Dam. Van Dam instinctively back to his feet. That was a mistake by Van Dam. It looks like, oh, he's been dropped head first onto that still. This could be over. Did the referee get a 3 count? It sounded like it, but it looks like this match continues. Both these men looking dazed and confused. It looks like the referee got the 3 count, but this match does continue. Obviously, must have been a super long 2 count. RVD sending Sabu back into the corner. Now in the Tree of Woe. You can hear the crowd firmly behind RVD, and RVD getting extreme once again. But just when you thought this match could not get any more extreme, a ladder has just come into play by Van Dam. Big ladder shot to the head of Sabu. And we truly are about to get extreme now. Again, just to reiterate it, the winner of this match will face the Big Show for the Hardcore Championship at Survivor Series. That pay-per-view coming just over 1 week away. And if you're not quite up to date with the matches that are going to be happening at Survivor Series, let me very quickly talk you through the card. We've got 2 huge main events on the Raw side. It is going to be brother versus brother for the vacant World Wrestling Federation Championship. Kane versus The Undertaker. Also on the Raw side, it is going to be father versus son. Shane McMahon versus Vince McMahon. The winner of that match owning Raw and SmackDown. Over on the SmackDown side, we have got CM Punk defending his World Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a match that is going to be. CM Punk Austin one-on-one on pay-per-view for the first time ever. And also on Raw, we saw Kurt Angle issue a challenge to Seth Rollins regarding the Light Heavyweight Championship. We will find out on SmackDown whether or not Rollins will accept Kurt Angle's challenge. Back into this one though. Sabu, that big leg drop off the ropes, through the table. Oh, RVD could be broken in half. What a move by Sabu. Arguably the most extreme and hardcore competitor in the history of all of pro wrestling. What a match this has been. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This truly is ECW. Into the cover. This one's got to be over. Oh, but again, RVD refusing to stay down despite being driven via that leg drop through the table by Sabu. RVD continues to fight back, but Sabu still in control. Nice flip. Oh, but RVD again fighting back. A big kick of his own. Taunting to the crowd. Oh, Sabu going for the clothesline, misses it and walks into a spinning wheel kick by the whole effing show. That one single move has completely changed the tide in this match. RVD now in control. Again, RVD, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Every Night, taunting to the crowd, and oh, vintage RVD getting extreme with that chair, being drop kicked into the head of Sabu. This has been an incredible main event on ECW. RVD turning his back on Sabu. This could be a mistake. Sabu now taking advantage. Irish whip. RVD now being sent into that ladder. Remember, RVD originally setting that ladder up moments ago. That one not quite paying off for RVD. Sabu now at the table. You've got to wonder what this man has got in store for RVD. These men might be the best of friends, but these are two of the greatest competitors of all time. Friendship or not, they will go all out to get the win in this contest, and we just saw RVD with that big over the top rope move, and now we are seeing the table being set up on the outside of the ring. RVD, oh, but Sabu meeting him, oh, but he misses it. Sabu missing the punch. RVD off the ropes. Oh, another big spinning splash. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu on the mat, nearly unconscious it looks like. The whole effing show now with that ladder. This is not going to be good for either man. There is no padding on that side of the ring, but there is very minimal padding. But these two men continuing to put their bodies, their souls on the line, all for the love of competition and for the love of the ECW faithful. You can hear the fans going crazy at ringside. They can sense it. They know they're about to see something very special, and it's looking like it is going to come in the hands of Sabu onto the whole heaven show. Sabu again taunting to the heavens. RVD in a bad predicament, not unconscious on that table. Here we go. Sabu off the ladder. I'll go for the leg drop. RVD, they're out of the way. Sabu driving himself off that ladder, through that table on the outside of the ring. Sabu could be broken in half. RVD doing the right thing, can only get the pinfall inside the ring. And I think that's exactly what RVD has got on his mind. But maybe not. RVD, one of the most unorthodox superstars in pro wrestling history, not going for the cover. Or is he going for that big kick? A huge trademark RVD kick off the ladder into the ring onto Sabu. Again, another taunt to the ECW fans. Oh, but Sabu, we thought Sabu was done for. Clearly not to be. Go for the drop kick, but no. Oh, RVD, reversal out of that drop kick into that spinning wheel kick. RVD finally top rope. Oh, he finally hits the frog splash into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and this fantastic match ends via a frog splash to Sabu. What a great main event this has been on ECW tonight. Paying homage back to the original ECW back in the day, and oh, Big Show in the ring. Do not forget, because of RVD's victory, it will be RVD Big Show at Survivor Series. A great main event by RVD and Sabu. Unfortunately for them, Big Show ending ECW large and in charge. Good night, everybody.